All right. Welcome. We are back. Another episode of Disturbed and Confused.
Episode.
Notice I'm pointing at Lorna confused because I'm always disturbed about something. We're at season 2, episode
27.
My God, she's on her game.
I am.
High five to that.
Thank
sister.
you.
I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed. So we have a great show. I'm just waiting to see some people chiming in. Karen Delacave is in the house. What up, Kay? Glad to see you were able to stay up to watch the show. We've missed you the past couple of weeks. Everybody say your prayers for my girl, Karen. She just got out of the hospital and really was not feeling well, but she's doing much better now.
Very good.
So we had a fun phone call last night at 1:30 in the morning, and the hospital gave her some good stuff, and we were having a great conversation.
I'm glad she's doing well.
Yeah, you know what? Much better than she was. She was very, very sick for at least a week. And I was very worried about my girl, but she's definitely doing a little bit better.
Good.
She's saying she loves me. I love you too, honey. You know I do. So let's start with birthday shout outs, and then we can tell everybody who our amazing guest is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's going to be a great one.
I don't know if you guys saw the title of tonight's show, Boom Boom. So I'm sure you're all probably wondering. Although I did put in the description who's joining us, but that's okay.
I'm excited.
Yes. Ann Rothney is watching. Hello. Dave Gasperi. Hello. Nice to see you guys out there. Everybody's just signing on now. All right, so let's go on to birthday shout outs. So yesterday, do you know whose birthday it was?
No.
Somebody we both really love that's been here 4 times already. Who's been here 4 times?
Jason?
Who's been here 4 times? Who just came for their 4th visit 2 weeks ago?
Jackie?
Jackie's birthday. Happy birthday, Jackie.
Jackie.
I did text him.
You
I
did?
said a happy birthday from us yesterday. Of course, I have to make it a little more personable.
How old?
I think he's 39 again.
He looks about 39.
Yeah, I think he's still hot. He's got some hotness left in him, you know.
Jackie the joke man always does.
I know. So anyway, all right, right to birthday shout out. So happy birthday to Jackie for yesterday. Today, we got Jessie Baker, which is Allison Hill's older sister, the middle sister,
okay.
Jessie. Happy birthday, Jessie. We love you. Mandy Jones, the comedian. Happy birthday. Sean Steele, happy birthday. Kristen Asta, my sister-in-law.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And her husband, as you guys all know, is Michael J. Asta Esquire, attorneys, personal injury attorneys. They are amazing. So happy birthday, Kristen. Anthony Peroni, Lisa Stess, Joseph Ganiscoli, happy birthday from The Sopranos and many other great Italian
very impressed
flicks.
that you can say that name correctly.
Yeah, because I know him.
Wow.
Joseph Petrellis, Philip Anglin.
Phil Anglin, that's my brother-in-law.
Well, it's his birthday today.
You know what? I did wish him a happy birthday via text. Happy birthday,
happy
Phil.
Happy birthday again, Phil. Jose Bolanos, Jerry Torres, Ricardo Bautista, Rebecca Ward. This is a good one. Tony Depp. Oh my God. Please don't kill me. Tony Depilar, Mara Rose, and Mark Siegel. So happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Would you like to fling away?
Yep, that's my job.
All right. And I said that I had a big announcement for tonight. Are you ready what my big announcement is? I don't know. Do you guys even want to hear it? Hi, Ed Zwipinski.
Hey, Ed's in the house.
He's like, what's up, homies? Elizabeth Batapede. Felix is in the house. Hello.
He's a first-time viewer?
Yes, he is. He's got a show on soon. I hope he'll be back.
Yes.
Let's see. There's David. All right. Everybody's saying hello. Robert Flores. Hello. Oh, everybody's chiming in. I love it when you guys do this. All right. My big announcement is, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I don't think you even know this yet.
I probably not.
I don't think I told you.
Talk
With
to
Super
me.
Bowl and everything, you were a little frazzled
I
with
know.
the bars.
Yes.
So I didn't want to overwhelm you. Actually, we have 2 announcements. First announcement is I spoke to a publisher and I'm going to be writing a book.
Really?
Yes, I'm not even going to say what it's about because I know that the haters will try and steal my ideas.
Yeah, don't say anything.
But when my contract signs, which it will be shortly, hopefully, yeah, I'm going to be
That's
writing a
awesome.
book. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Nice.
It's like a tell-all.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
People love tell-alls.
All right, can you change my name? No.
I promise I will change all names involved.
We have a lot of history, so just change my name.
Right. So you can fling that one.
Okay.
And the other announcement is that Lorna and I are putting our foot or feet, so to speak, in the door of the comedy world.
Yes.
And once a month, we are going to be hosting the Disturbed and Confused Comedy Night at Lorna's Bar once a month.
Yep.
Starting the end of March. And we've already got some great comics lined
I'm
up.
super excited.
Wow. We can't say names yet,
Nope.
but they're
It's a
big.
surprise.
No, they're big. It's going to be really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying hello. Some are saying prayers to Karen. Elizabeth said congratulations on the book. Brutus James is in the house. Hello.
Hi, Brutus.
Good to see you. Yes, very, very exciting. Thank you, Anne. And and today's National Caregivers Day.
Oh.
So we've both been caregivers. So from us to all you
Yes.
caregivers out there caring for your loved ones that are not well, it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. I think it's harder than parenting, and
I think so.
give
too.
yourself a break and take care of you. So that's from us to you guys. So you can fling this one.
Thank you.
Too.
Oh, thank you, Mickey Delaney.
What's Mickey saying?
Hi to you, beautiful women.
Oh, we love you, Mickey. Oh,
Thank
we
you.
love you. We love you. We love you. All right. So moving on. Yeah, it's about that time. We got to talk about our amazing guest.
Yes.
So, Boom Boom. I'm sure some of you out there especially from Strong Island, know who Boom Boom is from the Italian Chicks. You got to know it. You got to know it. We are so lucky to have joining us tonight the extremely talented headliner of the Italian Chicks. She's also the creator and producer of the Italian Chicks comedy and variety show, Marianne Maizano, and she's so much more. And we're going to get into everything that she does right now. Welcome.
Hey.
Oh, hey, oh.
Listen, I gotta tell you, girls, I'm sitting over here. It says you're waiting backstage, but you got no freaking snacks. What's going on?
Sorry. See, you should have come in live. We got the snacks in the studio. You know how we do it.
I don't know, pepperoni, some provolone, something. There's nothing.
We got it all here.
We got Superside. We got it all here.
Hey, listen, Michelle, congratulations on the book, and you're absolutely right. Stata zitta, don't say a word. Gabish.
Exactly. Thank you. Stata zitta. I love that word.
Yeah.
There's a few others I like, but Optimum won't let me say them.
I hear you.
But we'll save that for another show. So, Marianne, how you doing tonight, honey?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
How you doing, as they say it?
How you doing over there, huh?
All right, we're doing all right. So let's get into this. So Marianne, meet Lorna. Lorna, meet Marianne.
I love
Marianne.
You know what I love that name, Lorna, because when I was a kid, my mother always had Lorna Doones in the house.
Everybody says that. Everyone loves those cookies.
Did a guy ever use this line on you, a pickup line? Lorna, I'd like to dunk you. No, never.
No, actually, never.
That's a good one, actually.
But that is a good one.
Wait till we go in the pool this summer.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, Lorna, I'd like to dunk you.
I'd like to dunk you.
It's going to be my new tagline for you. Thank you for that, Marianne.
Oh, that's good.
Let me tell you something about Marianne. She makes some funny posts. There was one you wrote, and I don't even know if I can get away with this, but I'm saying it. Every time a woman shaves her legs and doesn't get laid, a unicorn dies.
That's right.
Where did you come up with this?
Oh my.
Well, I'm the opposite of Disney. Let's put it that way. Okay?
Oh my God. When I read that, I said, wow, this interview is going to be so much fun. Wait, there's more. There's another one. Today I learned this. We may get in trouble. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Today I learned that the average person has 8 different sexual partners in their lifetime. Today, I also learned I am a whore.
I had 8 partners, and I can't even remember half their names.
Seriously, it's been a while. It was a long time ago.
No,
Come
I'm like,
on.
what the hell?
Yeah, 8
People. What are
starts.
you going with 8
yeah.
people?
There's at least 15 in my back pocket.
I
on the
have
left
no
side.
comment.
I won't go to the right
I
side.
have no comment on that.
So, Marianne,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are so talented. I mean, when Bobby first, and I'm talking about Bobby Lacera, people, you know who I'm referring to.
Yeah.
When Bobby first told me about you and the projects you guys were doing, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then all of a sudden, there's like 7 awards on one and 4 international awards
Wow.
on another. And we're going to get into what both those awards are. But wow, like, now you were in banking first, correct?
No, I actually started. Well, I started, believe it or not, if I bring it back a little bit, I came from a big Italian family. My parents were immigrants, so they came from Italy. So my father brought everybody over every year from his family. They stayed in the basement. My mom fed them. My father found them a job. They'd move out, and then another crew would move in. It was like living in a Caribbean documentary. So, when I was like, they'd all come over on Sunday, right? We'd have the big dinner. And
Nice.
my mother would always say when she was making dessert, Marianne, go inside and sing for everybody. And I would stand on a chair and sing whatever song I knew.
I love it.
And then at 12 years old, I went down the shore with my brother for my birthday, and I won a guitar on the Game of Chance. And I brought it home and I taught myself how to play. And
You
it's
taught yourself?
yeah.
Wow, self-taught. Nice.
I knew that it was weird. Like I knew from that moment that was my purpose in life. And that was like a blessing and a burden at the same time. Because to know that and then have to be in this business, which is so crazy and wild. It is a burden at times. You know what I mean? But I'm ever so grateful,
Yeah,
So
agreed.
they always say that God gives you gifts and you have to decide what you're going to open up.
Correct. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Well, boy, did you open up. My God. You opened up so much for yourself. So I know that you were in the corporate world.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
How old were you when you were in the corporate world?
Probably I started in my 20s in the corporate world.
Okay. And then
world for like 18 years. I was VP of sales. I was running I was running New York, New Jersey, and Florida, a tri-state bank.
Wow.
And like it's very difficult when you get into that type of position to really keep working at your craft because you're exhausted.
Right.
And I'd get home at night and I'd want to try to do something and I'd be like, oh, I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
So I got like really, I was getting very crazy and very depressed and because I knew that I had to get out and I didn't know how because I was making a 6-figure salary.
Wow.
And during a motivational seminar one day to the sales team, I said to them, because I was like the crazy person in corporate, I really didn't belong. I was for the people instead of the ivory tower. So I remember saying to the sales team, okay, by a show of hands, how many of you knew when you were 5 years old you wanted to be a banker?
Right.
And there was silence. And then it went, of course, you didn't want to be a banker. You want to be a ballerina. You want to be a cop. You want to be a fireman. And then I was like, look, I knew at 5 years old, I wanted to be a performer.
Right.
And when I heard that come out of my mouth, I said, what the hell am I doing here? The next day, I went to the chairman and CEO's office who hired me personally. And I resigned my 6-figure position. And I said, I'm just going in and giving it a shot.
Wow. And aren't you glad you did?
Amen. Yeah. Very good.
Amen, sister. Well, I mean, what I saw, I haven't been able to see the entire Ajita that you made. She made this amazing film where she's singing and telling stories.
Well, actually, it's my one-woman play.
One-woman play that Bobby edited and produced. Marianne created, wrote it, performed it. It's seriously, I was in awe, and I only got to see maybe 15 minutes of it, if that. What I saw, I would highly recommend to everybody because that was incredible. What you do, wow. Now,
where can you see that?
It's on Vimeo on demand
Mhm.
right now.
Okay.
We hope to have it on several streaming networks within the next month.
You're working on
Awesome.
Prime right now, right?
Yeah, we're working on Prime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow,
Very
that's
cool.
incredible. It's really just one of the coolest things. It just grabs you. It literally is one of those things that just reach out and grabs you and you can't stop watching.
Thank you, Michelle. And you know what's funny about that, Michelle? It's funny because people always say, why does somebody want to hear a story about your life? What makes it so interesting or what's so important about
I
your
don't even think it's that. I think it's relatable.
It is relatable. But you
Yeah.
know what I say? It's not about my life. It's about the things that happen because this is a dramedy. You will laugh, you will cry,
Right.
and it brings you through my family, my father who my God rest his soul. He loved the ladies, so he always cheated on my mom and he always got caught. Okay. So
Okay.
it's like, dealing with infidelity at a young age, and then that screwed my perception of love as an adult.
Right.
One minute I was available, the next minute I was unavailable.
Right.
So it takes you through all these facets of my life, from
Right.
going into banking and getting into music, and it's really, for me, I find that anytime I've watched any type of one woman or one man show, and it gets into the depth like that, they're really teachable moments because everybody relates to something.
Right.
Hopefully someone walks away with like, oh wow, I could try this. I can do, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Now, how long? What's the running time for Ajita?
It's an hour and 10.
An hour and 10. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really, guys, you got to check it out. I
Mm.
mean, seriously.
I definitely want to check it out.
Really,
Yeah.
it's something you have to see. And then you have oh my God, I know I had The Key,
Gee.
which is a short film.
Yeah.
And that is LGBTQ short film.
Yep.
And for that one, now I know Ajita, you won what?
We
7
won
awards?
5. We won
Oh.
5 awards in Ajita. We won Best Stage Play, Best Actress, Best Comedy, Best Drama.
Wow.
And it was just amazing. It was amazing.
Right. Right. And then on The Key, you won 7 awards, correct?
We won 7, yeah. And they were
Amazing.
Best Short, LGBTQ, Best Short and Best Director. And one of your own, Long Island, Nikki Silva.
Yeah.
Nikki was in the film.
Mhm.
And Nikki and the girl who portrayed Margot, who was Molly Callahan, they both won as well for Best Duo. So it was
Wow.
really
Wow.
nice. It was great. And that came about, I always wrote a lot of monologues.
Right.
And I keep things in my computer. And I went to a film festival with a friend of mine who was nominated for Best Actress.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting through this festival, and it was about maybe an hour and 40 minutes worth of shorts. Okay. And they were
Right.
really interesting.
Now, what makes it a short? How long of a running
Yeah,
time?
a short can't be any longer than 40 minutes.
Okay, got it.
So this is actually a 10-minute movie.
Okay.
Okay. So when we got out, I said to my friend, I said, hey, G, I go, I have a monologue at home. I think I could turn it into a short.
Right.
He goes, oh, give it a shot. So what I did was I took the monologue and I broke it out into scenes.
Ah.
And then, so here's the weird thing. I mean, you guys are creative. Obviously, I see this. As creative, you come up with a lot of ideas, and sometimes you come up with them by yourself.
Right.
And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do this short, and these actors are not going to have any dialogue, but they're going to have to react to my narration of what I'm saying.
Oh, how cool.
And I sat on the couch and I went, that's fucking brilliant. And then a half an hour later, I walked back in and I went, I don't know if that's brilliant. Maybe it sucks.
Just a heads up, my friend. We cannot say
Well,
dirty words.
Oh, you should have told me that.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, we're on
I didn't even
afterwards,
hear
so
anything.
we have
Oh.
to be. Yeah, it wasn't noticeable that much.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we're not very
So,
used to it.
like, we don't talk like explicit, like sexual talk, religion, dirty words, stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty strict.
I was unaware. You should have told me because
I'm sorry, I should have. Go on.
We'll tone it down. So anyway, I wound up calling a very good friend of mine who has a very successful play of his own out there. He portrays 28 characters. He's an actor. He's an acting coach, an acting teacher. And I
28,
said, huh?
28 characters?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And I play 1, 2, 3, 4 in mine. So I called him up and I said, Frank, I got to ask you a question. And I tell him my theory, my concept. And he goes to me, Mayor, I think it's brilliant. I go, you do? Because, you second guess yourself all the time, right?
Right.
I'm not sure. So as I said, so I broke it out into scenes. And under the scenes, I wrote down what I wanted the actors to emote in while we were filming it.
Okay.
And it was amazing because it worked out really well. And then in the end, it's like the screen goes black and then it says 20 years later.
Ah.
And then I come in. And that's what makes it a rom-com because there's 2 endings. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Because you'll see one ending and you think like, oh, wow. And then all of a sudden the credits start to roll and then another ending comes out.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's
That's
funny
awesome.
because it's human nature. It's how anyone would act in any romantic relationship when you're going to yourself, I'm done.
Right.
And all of a sudden you're like, no, maybe I'm not. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do one more thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just like when you think you're done cleaning the house, you're like, well, I should really move that too.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't lift under the thing. Yeah.
That's funny. So where can we see the key? Same thing?
Same thing on Vimeo.com. And we're hoping to get it on a bunch of other streaming networks soon.
Okay.
But
How-
also,
Go ahead.
we're going to be doing a screening in the Jersey Shore Arts Center in Ocean Grove the
Yes.
weekend of Pride, but we're doing it on a Saturday, the 3rd, June 3rd. And it's
Yes.
going to be a matinee. So we're going to screen both films.
Nice.
And then we're
Very
going to have
nice.
a Q&A afterwards.
And didn't you just do a screening of the key in the city?
That was, one of the, well, I didn't do it. Actually, the film festival that we won did the screening, and it was at the Crane Theater.
Yes, the
Wow.
Crane Theater.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe how many awards you have right now just for
I
these
can't,
projects.
it's so overwhelming, and you're so humble and grateful and thankful.
Right.
And it's just, you're overwhelmed. You're like, I'm over the moon about all of it.
That's awesome.
Wow. You know what, though? It's great that you stay humble and you don't forget where you came from because a lot of people do. Their
Yeah.
heads just get bigger and bigger and they think they have some kind of power and then they start treating people badly.
Well,
Not good.
I can't believe you said that because that's truly my motto. It's like, in my comedy and variety show with the women that I work with, I
Right.
always say to them, you know what? Before I get on stage, no matter how many times I've done this show, I am backstage and I am nervous.
Right.
I always want to have, I want to prove something all the time.
Right.
I said to them, the minute you are not nervous, you're going to walk out there cocky and people are going to feel it.
Yep.
And it's not going to happen. Once you're cocky, you're done.
Exactly. Exactly. We actually have a quote that I wanted to bring up and show. We have this little segment we do called the quote boat, which I'm going to let you join in because I'm going to put it on the screen now.
Okay.
Always remember where you came from because once you forget, people will want to forget who you have become.
That is so true.
So true, right?
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. You always have to stay humble.
Yeah.
Always.
I've seen it with a lot of peers.
Yes.
You're watching on social media and you just go like you get you like,
Gives you an icky feeling.
It does. It does.
Try to act like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Right. All right. So I have a few questions that I wanted to jump in and ask you.
Okay.
What part of what you do you love the best? The music, the comedy, the vocals? Like which part do you love the best? The acting? What's your favorite thing to do?
Wow. That's a great question because you know what? I guess I would have to say, because I always say my first passion was always, singing and music. I was in a rock and roll band back in the day,
Wow.
Nice.
And so that was my whole thing. And so that, I guess, is my foundation. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yes.
That's the thing that, like what I say in Ajita, like, going through a lot of stuff with my family and trying to keep myself balanced.
Right.
I felt that the thing most that saved me was not only the audience saved me, but my guitar saved me.
Right.
Because
Right.
whenever I had a really bad day, I would pick up that guitar and it would come out in a different way. If I was in a great mood, I would pick it up and it would be, but it just felt like it's always there and it never lets me down.
Right. I understand that. We had Jackie Martling on a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago, and he said something similar about his guitar. Remember?
Oh my God, that's right.
He
yeah.
did. He has a guitar that he hasn't picked up in many, many, many years, and he won't pick it up because it says it's like an old ex-girlfriend,
Ah.
and he doesn't want to go there. It was like an old relationship he put away, and he doesn't want to go back to that.
Well, that's kind of sad though. Like
Yeah, it is.
Because I think if he did revisit it, he might, it might not turn his life around, but he might discover something that's kind of stuck inside.
Maybe.
You never know.
Well, I could see during your Ajita performance, obviously I saw like the final cut of it, but that the same thing was like your emotions came through what you were singing. Like you could just see it. And I think a lot of musicians are like that. They kind of like make love to their instruments,
Yeah, I happen to be a very emotional singer.
Right.
That's so I don't mean to be, but I get lost in it.
But that's what makes it great and makes it appealing to your audiences.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so too. And as for comedy, I have to be honest with you. I was just always funny by nature, quite honest with you. Right. And I remembered like when I first I was doing music, and then I was like, after a while when you're doing music, and then when music changed and there was like solo acts, it gets a little boring. Like, after a while you're like, oh my God, how many times am I going to sing this freaking song? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would always like to stop and banter with the audience, and everything was like improv. Right. That's what it was.
I love it.
I remembered then saying, well, you know what? Yeah, okay, I'll go try, because friends of mine were like, well, let's go in the city. So, we got spots at Catch a Rising Star and Dangerfields and all this. And
nice.
And I remember being backstage. I don't know if this I saw him like 2 years ago, but his name is Johnny Rizzo. And they used to call him the Rubber Face. He was just a funny guy.
Okay.
And Johnny was backstage at me, and all these comics are like this with their notebooks, right?
Yeah.
Like this. And they're all writing down bits,
Yeah.
And Johnny looks at me and he goes, where's your notebook? I don't have one. He goes, what do you mean? I said, I don't do bits. He goes, what do you mean you don't do bits? I said, my life is very funny just on its own. If you followed me with a camcorder, it would be funny.
Right.
And so I like to be shot out of a cannon. Right. And he said, you're crazy. Well, no, that's how I did it. And
I love it.
My whole act, if you see the Italian Chick show, it's everything that's happened to me. Like if you and I knew each other for 10 years, like you and Lorna, I don't know, but you seem like you have a close relationship.
42 years.
Yeah, 42 years.
Right. So you sit on the phone at night and you talk to each other, right? And then you might say, oh, Lorna, you're not going to believe what happened. And you tell her the story and she's hysterical. When I do that with my friends, they go, oh my God, you should write that down. And I go, really?
Right.
I'm like, okay. So that becomes, that's how I think. So I don't, I felt I was more of a storyteller than a traditional comic in a way.
Right. Well, we have that in common because I do the same exact thing. I'll be just in regular conversations with, doesn't matter who it is. If I make them laugh, I write it down.
Right.
That's it. I'm going to keep that moment.
That's it. Sure. Totally.
So we're actually going to go to a commercial break. So don't go anywhere, Marianne. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. And Alex, I'm sorry you got no food. Next time you got to come hang out with the other girls here, okay?
We have food here.
Hey, yo, stop complaining, all right?
All right, I'm sorry.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Michael Astor, a New York personal injury lawyer at Astor Law. I've spent the past 30 years fighting for New Yorkers who have been injured or lost a loved one due to the fault of others. At Astor Law, we help accident victims. We have a track record of success with some of the largest settlements and jury verdicts in America. At my firm, we provide New Yorkers with a free consultation. And if you hire us, you don't pay us until we win money for you. If you or someone you know has been injured in an accident, give us a call. At Astor Law, quality service doesn't cost, it pays.
I'm Captain Splish. I'm the superhero swimming. I'll teach you to be water safe with all my swimming skills, along with all my singular friends here in Splish Splashville. Myrtle the turtle, Octi the octopus, Starry the starfish, and that's just a few. You'll learn all about what your body can do. My superpower is to teach with song and rhyme, and that helps you remember what you learn every time. You'll learn to float and you'll learn to swim, from blowing bubbles to jumping in. Each week, you'll learn something new. You'll be amazed at what your body can do. I'm so excited for you to see the show, but now Captain Splash has to go. See you soon. Bye.
The Jackie the Joke Man.
Jackie!
What is that?
That's a pygmy with a heart on.
New York Islander, Rich Pilon. So, how bad did you feel with the Kevin Stevens hit?
Darius and I were in their kitchen, and we were like, we were dominating Mario and them at the time. And Kevin just wanted to take me out, and it was a touch icing, and there was no need for him to come through. And he was just, and I kind of played like I didn't see him, and at the last second, just jumped right into him.
Yeah. And we really love Jason Stoop, and we're so happy he's back.
Hello, everybody. My wife Jilly makes she's view. That's my husband, wife. Excuse me, right there. That's okay. Look.
Jason.
All right, we are back, and I'm bringing Marianne right back in with us. Here we go. Hello, welcome back. Those were our commercials. Although we're redoing them.
I thought they were nice. I was watching them.
Yeah, we have to redo ours because I have a beautiful new co-host now. That's
Thank
just
you.
perfect.
That's right. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so we're going to do a new one. So, did you miss us?
I did.
Okay, we missed you too.
Yeah,
actually.
like we were all connected here, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, I'm sitting here."
No,
With no snacks.
I know, no snacks. What's up with that? So, Marianne,
Yeah, babe.
where and what was your first performance ever?
Oh my God. My first performance was at a place called R.E. Plums in Bogota.
Okay.
It was just with a solo act, and I performed on the same bill with Phoebe Snow.
wow.
Wow.
Poetry Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was my first performance. And then from there, it was a lot of local places in Jersey.
Right.
And then I hooked up, as I was getting older, I hooked up with these guys, and we put this rock band together. And then we just went on the road and started playing all kinds of, road things like that.
What was the name of the rock band?
But we had two names. We had the first name, because we were trying to be like very, heady and rocky,
Yeah.
We called it Balzac, which is a poet. And we thought it would just like, people would be like, yo, like, what's Balzac, man? You know what I mean? Like, so
I love it. I think that's really great.
Yeah, it was great. It was really great. It was fun. It was like, but my father didn't really like the fact that his baby daughter was getting in a van with, 5 guys in long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, But I do remember, and then, back in the day, we switched between playing regular clubs and doing weddings because weddings gave you more scharo,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
I remember doing a wedding in, oh my God, I think it's Queens. Is that Russo's on the Bay? Is that in
Yes.
Queens? That big, it looks like the people from London are
Oh
standing
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there.
They still have those guys dressed up like they're the guards in London.
I don't know if they still do that,
I don't
but
know.
it's still there.
Holy. But it was this big Gindaloon wedding, right? And I say that because I can. I'm Italian, all right?
Exactly.
I don't
we
mean
can
to-
make fun of our own.
I don't mean disrespect for them. So,
No, of course not.
we
It's
have the
the truth.
band, and we're up there doing our stuff. And it's so funny because I always used to say to the guy, nobody listens to what we do during cocktail hour. They don't.
No.
They just don't because and so I can't do the song because it's dirty, but I'll another time. And I
Right.
would do this song, and the guy, the first time I did it, because they called the song, it was like it was the girl from Ipanema.
Oh.
Changed the lyrics as I was singing it,
Oh.
and it was very dirty. And when I got, the guys went hysterical, and I looked at them. I said, "You see, nobody in the audience it stopped eating their shrimp. Everything was fine in Ipanema."
Yeah. Yep.
But it was funny because there was a back table all the way in the back of the room. It was all men. And it was all these, guys with no necks. You know what I mean? Like Louis no neck, Tony.
There's one at every wedding. There's one table like that at every wedding.
Yeah. And all of a sudden we're on a break and they have us in the kitchen because when they have wedding bands, they throw you a couple of scraps of food in the kitchen,
Yeah.
And we're in the kitchen and this guy walks in and he's like, like a I don't know, he's like a building. You know what I mean? He's like that, right? He comes up and he goes to me, "Hey, you sing Malavemmana?" And I go, "Yeah." Okay, he goes, "When you come out, you got to sing a Malavemmana. The guy in the back wants you to sing it."
Oh.
Now I'm a little nervous because I'm thinking, like, what if I forget, right? All right, so I sing Malavemmana. We finish the set. I'm sitting down. We take another break. The building walks up to me again, right?
The building.
Come in the back with me. Come in the back. Venica, come on, vatin. I go in the back, and there's this little guy. He's got all these buildings around him. He's a little tiny guy, right? And he goes to me, "Hey, me, like child of mine,
Yeah.
Come bella la voce. Like how beautiful your voice is, right?" And I
Oh.
go, "Oh, grazie Dante, grazie," right? So then he shakes my hand, and when you feel money, but you
Oh
don't,
yeah.
you don't want to go like, because
Yeah.
you're a loving artist, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I go, "Oh, grazie, grazie." First I go, no, because my mother always said, always say no first, right?
Right.
And I go, no. And he goes, no. I go, "All right, grazie, Dante." I walk away. Do you know he gave me 5 $100 bills?
What?
Whoa.
I was like, it was like the most money I ever saw in my life.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow. What a treat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to stop working after that either. Wow, that's incredible. My God, I've never had $500 handed
Never.
to me. Ever.
The best
Um,
was after
Can I ask Marianne a question?
Sure, ask.
Marianne, where did you grow up?
you're gonna laugh because well, I was born and raised in Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Okay.
I lived in Bergen County most of my life, and I moved back to Fort Lee, New Jersey in 2020. And that's
I
when
thought maybe you were from Brooklyn.
everybody always said, when I get off stage, people go, "You from Brooklyn?" I go, "No, I'm close to the bridge."
Yeah.
George
You know,
Washington.
the other Italians on the
Yeah.
other side of the bridge.
I
There's
thought maybe you were like Diker Heights or
No, it's funny because I typically, if you hear me talking and I'm concentrating, I typically don't have an accent.
Mhm.
Because for me, I believe when I was younger, remember Cindy Brady from the
Yes.
Brady? And she had that lisp, that weird lisp.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I had that freaking little lisp.
Me too. Oh my God, yes. I had to go to speech therapy for years.
I think
Too, my
it's
mom
all
said
happening.
I had speech therapy.
Yeah.
I was the only kid in New Jersey going, "Can I have water? And can I eat that orange? Can I have
Yes.
a banana?" because everything was perfect. So
Mhm.
then when I started getting involved in corporate, I realized that it was important for me to sound regional, not regional, but to sound like a newscaster that no one could tell where I was from.
Right,
Right.
right.
So that's when I started doing voiceovers as well, because then I said, okay, I'm going to really concentrate and not get mad. And I'm going to speak like a person that no one's going to know where I'm from.
Ah.
And that's what I did.
I did not know that you do voiceovers.
Yeah, I did. I did all the voiceover on the beginning of both trailers of the Ajita and the Key.
Oh, how cool. I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
So I know you have some events coming up.
Yep.
With tell everybody about the Italian Chicks and exactly what it is.
The Italian Chicks, it's just a great fun show. It's myself and a couple of other women, and everybody comes out and does their own comedy set per se.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, just because we're all Italian, everybody has a different story. So everybody's story is different and every woman is different. So the first woman that comes out, who's the host and MC, she's a very smart comic. So her whole stuff is very different. Then you know Cara Amor, right?
Yes, yes.
Cara is in the show, and Cara is just crazy wild, right?
Yeah.
So she comes out and does her thing, and then I come out and do this madness, and I do a lot of almost like acting skits.
Right.
My comedy set, I like to act out different things that I'm doing.
Right.
The funny part is when I finish my comedy, I start talking about Sunday dinner, and I tell the folks that I'm going to do a traditional Italian song, and it's really a tear jerker. And the story I tell, I always say, I hope this takes you back to Sunday dinner, to the smells and the sounds and the voices that we don't hear.
I
right?
remember it now.
Yeah, and then I sing Al di là, and everybody's crying.
Yeah.
So then I bring the girls out, and we do all of these dirty song parodies that I wrote. But it's funny because they come out in boas, and their hair is like a beehive. So it's really it takes you back. I always say the Italian Chicks will make you remember things you paid your shrink to forget.
Exactly. Yeah. I know you have shows in Jersey. You've got a show in Boston, April 15th. The one in at the Cathedral Event Center, April 22nd.
Then we're in the Bronx day before Mother's Day.
Yeah, May 13th.
Yep.
Right, the day before.
Yep. And then we go to Stafford Theater in June. And then we go to the Hackensack Pack in September.
Wow.
Okay.
We got a lot of things coming up.
You can flip those. Yeah, when are you coming to Long Island? Because I need to come see a show.
It's funny because we only perform in theaters. We don't do comedy clubs.
Okay, well, what about like the old Westbury Music Fair? That's still there. That's a theater.
Well, I'll have to talk to my agent and see if he can get us in there. So it's a lot of different requirements. But the last time we were in Long Island, and I did this as a favor. I don't know if you know Jim, the poop guy.
No.
All right, I'll send you his link when we're done.
Okay.
He's a funny guy. You should have him on your show. You would die.
Okay. Well, I don't want to die. I just want to laugh a lot.
You would laugh. You will laugh so much. This guy is just hysterical. And he's not a comic, but he's just hysterical.
Nice.
And he called me for a show. You know the Roslyn Hotel?
Yes.
We were there November 1st.
Okay.
And it's beautiful inside. It's like an old supper club. Everything is like, white tablecloths and black chairs and just beautiful. Right. And a great stage, the whole bit. So that was the last time we were in Long Island. I only did that for him because dinner shows are just they're long, and you're sitting in the green room waiting for people to eat their dinner and all this. So
what is the typical length of one of your shows with the?
The show is approximately 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
Yeah, it's a comedy and variety show because there's music and there's acting in it,
right.
And of course, Danny Aiello, God rest his soul, was a big part of my life.
He endorsed your show, correct?
Yeah, but he also recorded one of my songs.
Right.
Yeah, that was nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was reading about that. Oh my God. What's the name of the song? Please remind me.
City of Light.
That's it. Okay.
It's funny because my sister, my older sister, and I was the bump in the night baby in my family. So there was like years, between me and my sisters and my brother.
Right.
And my older sister, God rest her soul, she was very shy, and she went to a wedding, and Danny Aiello was there. And I just left banking, and I wrote my CD of music, and I was like, had that out. And she went over to his table, and she said, "I don't mean to interrupt you, but you really need to listen to my sister's CD." And she was all excited, and I go, "Oh, honey, that's so sweet." I go, "But he's not going to call. People are just being polite. You know what I mean?"
Right.
Fine, And it was like 3 months later, and I was laying on my couch, and I know a lot of people in the business, and I know a lot of impersonators. And every once in a while, somebody would call up and they would say, it's Marlon Brando or who it is, right? Or
Right.
So I get a phone call one night, and Danny has a very distinct voice. And
Yes.
I go, "Hello," and he goes, "Miriam Mazzano, this is Danny Aiello." So I go, expletive. You got to be freaking kidding me. No.
Yeah.
So now he's hysterical because I'm cursing like a banshee. And he goes, "It's really Danny Aiello." And I go, "I'm so sorry.
I think I would have done the same thing.
Right?"
I would have hung up on him and be like, "You're a liar."
Yeah.
Call me back if it's really
Yeah.
you. Click.
So it's great. He expressed this interest in the song, and I was like, "Oh my God," I couldn't believe it. I was overwhelmed. And
Wow.
we went and we did a major shoot on it, and then we did 2 versions because we really wanted the second version to be the first one. But anyway, it was so wonderful working with him. And then he came to the show and fell in love with it and endorsed it.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
He was great. Even when I was starting to put Ajita together, because it took me years to write that. It's very cathartic. And I finished the rest of it when I moved back into my hometown. And I think it gave, we were doing in the pandemic and lockdown, so it was the best time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was so creative at that time. I couldn't believe it.
Seriously, that's when I decided to do this show, was during the pandemic.
Yeah,
I said, people need to get happy again.
Yeah.
So let's do this,
exactly.
It's
true. I don't know. I mean, I just sat here, and every day I was writing more music than I ever did.
Yeah.
I was working. I finished the rewrites on the play.
Yes.
So, and he was great because he was a great coach for me and a mentor on getting that play together. Because you got to remember, it's only me on stage. I don't have you 2 guys as a partner. If I forget a line that you can feed
Exactly.
me, so it's a lot of pressure in your head saying what if I forget something? How do I get it back? You can't feed me a little reminder.
Right.
And he kept saying to me, "You got to put that out of your mind, because if you keep thinking that way, that's what's going to happen."
Yeah, exactly. You got to just keep going.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was in between co-hosts, I didn't have one, and I still had a guest coming, and it was an amazing photographer. She does film work, Sarah Martin. I'm not sure if you know who Sarah Martin is.
No.
She's incredible. She works with drones. She just does so many. She did her own film. She's got so much. But she was coming on, and I said, well, just because my co-host screwed me over, I'm not going to stop the show. The show must go on. The famous saying says so, So I did it, and it was one of my best shows. And then I was lucky enough to get one.
Aw, thanks.
Great. That's great.
So, Marianne, how many songs have you written?
Oh my God. I have 3 CDs out.
Right.
I'm on Spotify. All my music is on every one of those platforms.
Right.
And then, don't forget, I started writing music when I was 14 years old.
Right. And you just did a new song that you called it like a cool, sexy club vibe.
Oh my
God.
God.
On January 23rd. I was listening to that today as I was writing my show. I was dancing. It really was a cool, sexy club vibe. It was really cool.
And Michelle, what happened out of that? Because my genre is, I'm a singer-songwriter, so it's lyrical, and I love ballads. Right. And every once in a while I jump out of that, and I like to just explore, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I'm doing the bass guitar, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I was like, wow, I really like the music. And believe it or not, I was like, wow, I don't know what I had no lyrics. I just had this hot music and these guitar things going on. Right. And I just had my microphone there and I picked it up and I totally improv'd all the lyrics.
Wow.
That when I hit stop, I had to go back in, rewind, and get a pad and pencil so I could write down what I said.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And then I went in and did all backup vocals on that. But what was
Wow.
funny, I put it up on Facebook and I get a message from some guy, and he's legit, and he wants it in one of his films.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Oh my! I was like, really? I was
That's great. That is so amazing. I'm so happy
That
for
is
you.
so cool.
Listen, I see it in you, and I think that's why I like you so much. Like Bobby Lacera, you're a hard worker. You're always involved in something. You're always working on something,
Oh, yeah.
and you perfect it. And
Thank
I love that. I love that in any kind of artist.
Mhm.
So I just had to have you on the show, and I'm so glad you joined us. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Well, look at that. See?
It went so fast. So now you could go have some snacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have some snacks and put my pajamas on. That's it.
Oh my God. Marianne, thank you so much for joining us. I wish you so much luck with everything. And I want you to keep me up to date every step of the way. And I have to see an Italian Chicks show.
You do,
I
you do,
to.
definitely. Thank you
have
so much.
to.
I've had such a great time. I love you both. God bless you, Michelle. And
Same to you.
Lorna.
We
Very
love
nice
too.
meeting you. I'm
You
looking
too.
forward. When I leave here, I'm Googling you and I'm looking at everything.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
you know what? Just go to the ItalianChicks.com and you'll get all the
Okay.
links. You'll see Agita, you'll see the key there, you'll see everything is there.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Marianne, thank you. Guys, thank Marianne for joining us.
Ciao, ciao.
We will definitely talk again, my friends.
Yes.
You got it, baby.
All right. Best of luck.
You too, honeys. Be
Take
well.
care.
Bye.
All right.
She's adorable.
She is adorable.
I
I
absolutely
love
her.
her.
Yeah. I
Wow, that
absolutely
was
love her.
double
I
love.
can't wait to go and check her out.
It's really, you guys, listen, I haven't seen The Key yet. I'm going to check it out. It's only a 10-minute movie.
Yeah.
I mean, we should all be able to spare 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I have to see the entirety of Agita.
I can't wait to see Italian Chicks.
And wait till you see the editing and the producing of it. Bobby did all that.
wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, cool.
between the two of them, it's like a mastermind project.
awesome.
Yeah, really kind of cool.
I really liked her.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was
I
awesome.
want to do a part 2 with Mary, and she's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
we have to do our douche of the week.
Oh.
It's a quick one.
Olive first.
Okay, you can have an olive.
Sorry.
Yes, she was great, Brutus and
Yeah.
Karen. Yes, girls' nights are always fun too. And hi, Kevin. I'm sorry I wasn't able to say hello. We were doing a lot of gabbing over here because that's what us chicks do.
That's right.
Especially us Italian ones.
Well, I'm not Italian.
I know
but yeah.
you're not, but me and Marianne are.
I know, I
All
know.
right. Anyway, you're just a special kind of everything.
Oh, thanks.
You know that. You know I love
I
you.
love you.
So
Too.
douche of the week is Mia's best friend's ex-boyfriend. She finally dumped him. Oh my God, I'm
Oh.
so happy Lauren dumped her boyfriend, Joe. He was such a douche. He was so mean to her, abusive, controlling, you
What?
name it. He was just the douchiest douche of any week ever.
Well,
So,
good for her for
you're a
finally
douche.
standing up.
And Lauren, I'm so proud of you. You go,
I'm very
girl.
proud of you.
You go,
Don't ever
girl.
take that from a man.
So here, flick that douche.
I'm very happy to flick that douche.
And we should do something really funny last night. I heard on TV.
Uh-oh.
This was funny, guys. You don't want to miss this. So it was on a TV show. I won't say which one,
Okay.
but he says to his friend, divorce doesn't always have to be bad. Like, we should come up with a different name for divorce. Like, how about instead of calling it a divorce, let's call it a new beginning without you. I never laughed so hard. A new beginning without you.
Yeah.
I think we should add the word happy. A new happy beginning without you. Could you imagine? And he literally was
insane.
saying this to his friend, and then I believe he repeated it to his ex-wife. Like, you idiot.
I'm sure she appreciated
That's why you're
that.
not married anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You can fuck that.
Okay.
Yeah. So announcements. Thank you to our sponsors, of course. Like and share the show. Guys, anybody out there watching, like and share the show.
Please.
The more likes, the more shares, the
Yep.
more views, the better it is for us.
Exactly.
And then we can become famous and have a show on like Fox 5 or something. So, yeah. I'm just
Imagine that.
kidding. Imagine. Oh my God, this could happen.
Oh,
Could
that
happen.
would be
I've gotten
great.
some crazy phone calls lately.
That would be great.
I'm not going to lie. I've got a TV series on the table and 2 movies
Nice.
that they want me for. So let's see. We'll see what happens.
I got nothing.
So yeah, I want to announce this again out to everybody. We are starting
Yes.
to do comedy shows once a month at the Double L Tavern.
Yep.
It's going to be at the end of every month, the last Saturday of the month, I believe. We just have to confirm
Yeah,
that.
we just have to confirm that. Yeah.
And it will be hosted by Disturbed and Confused at the Double L Tavern. Bobby Lacerra is going to be a part of it. He's helping us with all the technical stuff
Yep.
and the mic and the sound and some lighting. It's going to be a great event. Buffet included.
Yes.
What other places include a buffet with the ticket?
With great food.
Great food.
Yeah.
Great food. So, yeah, there's more to come about that. Tomorrow night, we have the Open Jam down at Paradise Studios. And that's always a lot of fun.
Yep.
And you get to sing live karaoke with the band.
I gotta make it there one night. I
Yeah,
really
you do.
am.
And then Friday night, we have the open mic where we start the night off with comedy. And a few of our big comics are supposed to be coming down this Friday to
Nice.
try out their new stuff. And then it's karaoke, straight up karaoke.
Yeah.
With everyone. And the Adelphi girls and boys have been coming down every
Oh,
Friday
really?
night from the
Nice.
theater group. And they've been singing, and it's just so much fun. We have a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a good time. So thank you to Bobby Lacerra and Strong Island Television, as always helping us out and, leading me down the right path, the righteous path.
The righteous
The
path.
righteous path. He gets me to behave when I'm not. So thank you for that. And thank you to you for being such an
Well,
amazing
stop.
co-host. And thank you to the viewers and our
Yes.
sponsors, the Harmony Bar,
Harmony.
the Double L Tavern, Michael J. Asta and Associates, personal injury attorney and team. And my son works there, so you'll really get taken care of because he knows I'll beat his butt if he doesn't take care of you. And next month, we're starting with Linda DeVitas, our favorite psychic energy
Yes.
healing medium. She will be doing a segment with us called Holistically Speaking, and it'll be a quick segment. Once a month, she's going to come in and give us the holistic health tip of the month.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is going to be incredible. So
Yeah.
Linda DeVitas, we can't wait for you to join us with that. And that's about it. We do not have time for Who's in the Box. I'm sorry, guys. We are out of time.
I don't know
and
how it goes so fast.
it really does
every
go
week.
so fast. But we will definitely do 2 next week.
Okay.
Okay. So, guys, like and share the show. Don't forget,
Please.
share.
Share.
View, like.
Like,
And we will
love, love,
see-
love.
love. Thank you again to Marianne Maizano for joining us
Yes.
tonight.
Thank
We
you,
love
Marianne.
Peace out. We will see you next week. Peace.
Peace.